All right. Good afternoon or good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Swisscoin business presentation. My name is Andreas Cartrud. I'm the senior upline for the Swiss Stream team. I'm also a Swisscoin Red Diamond. And what I'm going to present to you right now is the opportunity that Swisscoin actually presents to us. Cryptocurrencies, we know, is a unique opportunity that we have right now, and this is it. This is the time we actually need to learn how to capitalize on it. This is the best opportunity out there. Now, first and foremost, I want to talk a little bit about the evolution of money for us to actually understand what it is. Now, money is actually just something that contains value to you and me. Now, in the early days, we actually used anything from rare seashells to precious stones until we actually discovered gold and silver and other precious metals. Now, this became even more valuable to us because it was limited. It was limited, you cannot create more. People desired it. Now, we went into using paper currency, or actually fiat currency as it's called, for about 240 years ago. Now, this was presented to us as a substitute to gold and silver by the banks and the governments. Now, about 40 years ago, we saw credit cards being introduced to the field. And about 20 years ago, it really got adapted. Today, it's really normal. And we also see online banking today. We're transferring money digitally. It's digits that's used through the internet. We're now looking at the next step. The next step is cryptocurrency. It is the truest form of digital currency. Now, what is it? Cryptocurrency is a digital currency for which encryption techniques are used to regulate its use and generates its release. Unlike fiat currencies like the US dollar, euros, and yen, and everything out there, cryptocurrency controlled by any bank, government, or centralized financial authorities. Instead, it relies on the power of the internet to guarantee its value and confirm transactions completely peer-to-peer. Now, let's just look at the money we have today, and then we can see the money of the future. Now, today's money consists of the fiat currency, which was first introduced as a substitute to gold and silver, as I said. Now, what's funny about this is that it's no longer backed up by anything. There's no gold to actually cover up the money we have or the US dollar that we use. And we can see that over the time, no fiat currency has ever kept its value. This is really important. No fiat currency has ever kept its value over time. And that's because every time the central bank prints more money, the fiat currency loses value. You have more to take from. It is not limited or it's not determined by supply and demand. Now just look at the US dollar. The first 200 years since it actually was introduced to the market, the Federal Reserve Bank printed 825 billion US dollar. Now let's just look at the next 10 years. 5,500 billion US dollar printed. Do you think that will disrupt the value of the dollar? It definitely will. Now let's just look into the money of the future. It's cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency is inflation secure. That means that there's actually no government, there's no bank, there's no controller of this currency. It's completely set by supply and demand. Now it allows also faster, cheaper, and more security than what we have today. It gives you access through internet and a smartphone, meaning that it's opening up possibilities that are endless because there's a lot of people that don't actually have access to banking today society. And all major banks are already looking at implementing cryptocurrency and the underlying technology of blockchain. And the blockchain is what's really important. Now I can tell you that in the next few years, I think 2 to 3 years, the blockchain and cryptocurrency will save between 80 to 110 billion US dollars in transaction costs. Can you see why this is interesting for the banks? And it's not just them. But over to the blockchain. We're going to look at how it works. But first and foremost, I'm just going to walk you through what it really is. Now, the blockchain is actually very simply put a computer program that allows you to transfer money or store value in a digital way. Now, if you think about it, this doesn't sound too spectacular because we already do this today with all the online banking we have. But the thing is with the blockchain is that we now can cut the middleman. We do not need to rely on a third party anymore to verify any form of transaction we do in order for us to actually not double spend the money we have. The blockchain itself verifies everything. It is an online ledger of continuously growing records of any transaction that is being performed inside the blockchain. Now, this is actually stored in something we call blocks, and it's completely transparent and open to the public. And here's the kicker. The thing is that there's no single point that's actually controlling it or verifying it. The whole network is. It's controlled and verified by every single user in it, meaning tens, hundreds of thousands of people making this a single point of truth. Now, how it works, let's say that A wants to send money to B. You now have your e-wallet with your cryptocurrency, and you're transferring the funds to another e-wallet. The transaction is now represented online as a block, and the block is broadcasted to every part in the network. Now, those in the network now approve that the transaction is valid through their computers, and the block can then be added to the chain, which provides an indelible and transparent record of transactions. The money then moves from A to B. Now, nobody can actually say that this transaction didn't go through because you have, as said, hundreds of thousands of people saying it did. So this is what makes it so interesting. And it's not just for finances that it can be used. If you look at the top 6 areas that the blockchain can be used, we have, of course, payment and money transactions. We have voting, renting and sales, law, stock trading, social security numbers. Anything that includes transferring money or transferring value or storing value, the blockchain can be used. Now, if you look at the 3 most important reasons for the blockchain, it's this. It's about banking the unbanked, because right now 2 billion people, that's 40% of the world grown population, they do not have access to banking opportunities in today's society. And this slows down the evolution of a country or a continent or a town, because you don't actually have a proof of ownership or a proof of transaction. This is something that the blockchain will change. We're now offering a banking solution through your mobile phone. And it's also for remittances. As we were talking about, there's a lot of transaction fees going on. We have Western Union and MoneyGram as trusted third parties besides the bank that charge an average to 7.7% fee, all the way up to 29%. Now, the blockchain actually allows you to transfer value or transfer currency or transfer money without cost. It doesn't cost you anything, and it doesn't have borders, meaning that you can actually transfer those funds wherever you want in the whole world. And it's also about creating a stable global currency. The blockchain technology offers a global payment system and a more stable currency which is not controlled by any government or bank, but by its user itself. Cryptocurrency is the future of money, guys. Now let's look at the chance that Swisscoin offers. This is a historical opportunity to participate from start, guys. The company launched June 4th, 2016, and already today it has more than 500,000 members, closing in on 600. The decentralized blockchain is completed, and it will be presented April 9th. That's just a few days from now. We have a value at 0.19 euro, and the difficulty level is merely 8. The blockchain has an SHA-256 security with an average block generation time of 60 seconds. It is a hybrid blockchain consisting of proof of work and proof of stake. We have 10 billion Swisscoins in the blockchain, where we're actually giving away 100 million free to members. This is the people's coin, guys. Every have academy packages ranging from 25 euro all the way up to 50,000. It is the investment opportunity of 2017. Cryptocurrencies as Swisscoin is the future of money. We also have a powerful back office for the partners, and we're offering a unique hybrid uni-level marketing plan with no dead legs. The initial public offering of Swisscoin will be August 2017. This will be when you find us at the public exchange. And we're also going to have a MasterCard to be implemented in September 2017 for usage of commission. Now, Swisscoin is offering a banking solution to the unbanked. More than 2 billion people do not have access to this today, and Swisscoin is offering this with their powerful blockchain technology. We have merchants and acceptance points ready to come in, and on April 9th in 2017, the company will present the first acceptance places to connect with Swisscoin. We have the Swiss cross on the coin, and the Swiss cross is only worn by quality products around the world. We also have a MasterCard which in September 2017 will be connected to the e-wallet for use of Swisscoin Commission. Also in the future, a MasterCard connected directly to the coin account will be available. The IPO, initial public offering, will be August 1st, 2017, and this is when we will be traded on the public exchange. And it's secure and transparent. Swisscoin has implemented KYC verification not to allow anonymous transactions through the system, as well as they are using one of the most secure cryptographic encryption methods there is. Now, why should we look at Swisscoin? Because there's more than 700 cryptocurrencies out there. But Swisscoin stands out because Swisscoin has a strategy. Right now, they're centralized before turning decentralized with the IPO, meaning that they're actually building the demand before they go into the public market. It ensures a growth of users, it stabilizes the market, and it gives a higher value at a faster pace. Their strategy to enter the market is by using network marketing, peer-to-peer communication, and concept. We're educating members on the benefits of the cryptocurrency. We need people to understand what we're dealing with. We're already making agreements to accept Swisscoin as a payment method with the merchants. It's secure and it's transparent, meaning that it can actually be a part of the global economy. With the KYC verification, it actually meets the European and the global needs and requirements for a blockchain use. And it's user-friendly. This is the most important thing, because if it's difficult, nobody will do it. Swisscoin is simple. We're focusing on educating people on the benefits of the blockchain technology and cryptocurrency and how they can profit from this new financial industry emerging. There's nothing left to a coincidence. We know exactly what we're doing, and we're doing it right now, and you guys are all a part of it. Now, they're offering the Swisscoin Academy to people. That means that you can actually buy yourself an online education in how blockchain and how cryptocurrency works. And in this package, it will be containing something called tokens, which is giving you access to the mining pools. You'll also get something called a split, which I will tell you a little bit more about right now. Now, the packages is ranging from 25 euros all the way up to 50,000. And it's a different number of tokens ranging in each package. As you see, the 5,000 contains 60,000, the 7,500 contains 90,000, 10,000, 120,000, and so forth. Now, the tokens itself, since the company is responsible for the coin mining, which is done accordingly to the white paper explanation, proof of work transitioning into proof of stake, the tokens are used to calculate how many Swisscoins you acquire depending on what difficulty level when submitting. Now, the difficulty level itself is set by the number of coins which is produced from the total amount available in the blockchain. The company uses the difficulty level together with the tokens to calculate the number of Swisscoins you acquire. The split is a company bonus. It will double the amount of tokens you get when the split indicator reaches 100%. And the mining is done by the company alone. A creation cycle period of a 1-week proof of work hardware mining will take place where all coins are mined at once. The transitioning into proof of stake model will then take place, and company will issue the remaining coins to the investors accordingly to how and when they invested. Now, the projection of the Swisscoin is as following. Now, in 2017, by the end of this year, we're looking at a value of close to 0.6, maybe even a little bit higher. Next year, we're looking at a stabilization of the market. We're looking at €3 per coin. 2019, 2020, we're looking at €10 per coin. 2020, 25, 8 years from today, we're looking at 35 to 50 euro per coin. Now, can you imagine what your investment that you have today will be worth if the coin reaches 50 euro? Now, just 10 or 30, I'm more than happy. But I mean, we don't stop there. Now, we're going to show you the marketing and the marketing highlights. Now, some of the special features for those who actually share this business with others is that all revenues, now we're calculating €1 at 0.8 BV, which is business volume, and they all accumulate over all time to automatically achieve a higher commission and a higher rank in Swisscoin. That means that whatever you do will be saved over all time for you to automatically get a higher bonus. Now, the bonus and the career level are retained over all time in Swisscoin. So whatever position you have or whatever bonus you get today, you will have for the end of your rest of your life until you actually move up. We have a 60-40 rule, meaning that 60% of the commission goes to the cash account and 40% goes to the trading account. The cash account is free to use. You can withdraw, you can use it through the MasterCard in September, and the trading account can only be used to purchase more Academy packages. Now, if we look at the marketing plan itself, it has 5 ways to make money. The first one is the direct bonus. Now, you will actually receive a 10% commission on all investments done by direct partners at any time, and there's no limit to how many you can introduce to Swisscoin. The fast start bonus is to qualify for that. You need at least 5 active partners on your first line, and you need to accumulate 5,000 business volume within 30 days of joining Swisscoin. You'll get the 10% of 5,000. If you accumulate 10,000 business volume within 30 days, you'll get 10% of the 10,000. The team bonus, to qualify for this, you need to have invested in a tester 50 yourself and have at least 5 direct partners on your first line, each with a tester 25 purchased. All BV accumulates over all time to automatically achieve a higher bonus level with Swisscoin. And the team bonus pays out on all business volume accumulated by downline partners, commission on all sales down through infinity. Now, team bonus pays out on the difference to your direct partners and is calculated daily. Now, once you actually accumulated 1,000 business volume, you'll start receiving 2% commission on sales. When you have 5,000 business volume, you'll get 4%. 10%, and 10,000, you'll get 6%. And this goes all the way up to 22% on all sales in your entire downline. If we're looking at the matching bonus, to qualify for this, you need to have invested in a tester 250 yourself and have at least 5 direct partners with a tester 50 or above invested. Matching bonus pays out on earnings from direct bonus and team bonus on 11 generations of partners. It's regulated daily, so whatever you do in Swisscoin, you always get paid the next day. Now, on your first generation, whatever they make in commission, you'll actually get a 5% commission on. Second generations give you 10, third is 15, fourth is 20, then it's 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this accumulates up to be a pretty good number. Now, we also have a diamond pool, and a diamond pool is set aside by 1% of the total sales done worldwide by Swisscoin members. It will be divided into equally big shares. And depending on what diamond rank you have, you will receive between 1 to 7 shares from the diamond pool. It pays out 2 times a year. It will be February and August, and we're actually looking at having the first diamond pool paid out this week, now at the Dubai convention. Now, if we're looking at the ranking, it's an exceptional career plan as well. We all start out as a rookie, and the first position is Jade. Now, to come to Jade, you need to accumulate 1,000 business volume and have 2 partners on your first line. For this, you'll actually get a pin and a certificate. The Pearl is the next one. It's 5,000 business volume with 2 Jades. It gives you €100. Sapphire is 10,000 business volume with 3 Jades. Gives you 250. Ruby, 25,000, 2 Pearls, and that's a €500 bonus. Emerald is 50,000 with 2 Sapphire. That's a €1,000 bonus. And then we're looking at Diamond. Diamond is 100,000 business volume. You need 1 Ruby and 1 Sapphire on your first line. It gives you €2,000 bonus, and you now also have 1 share in the Diamond pool. Next one is Blue Diamond, 250,000 business volume, 1 Emerald and 1 Diamond on your first line. That's €5,000 in ranking bonus and 2 shares in the Diamond pool. Green Diamond, 500,000 business volume, 2 Diamond, €10,000 in ranking bonus, 3 shares in the Diamond pool. Purple Diamond is 1 million, 3 Diamond, 20,000 in ranking bonus and 4 shares in the Diamond pool. Red Diamond is 5 million, 5 diamonds, €100,000 in ranking bonus and 5 shares in the Diamond pool. Black Diamond, 10 million, 10 diamond, 200,000, 6 shares in the Diamond pool. And finally, we have the Double Black Diamond, 50 million, 20 diamonds, and it's a €1.4 million ranking bonus and 7 shares in the Diamond pool. Should have been, 7 shares in the Diamond pool. All right, but not to lose focus of the main goals. Now, it's all about being able to bank the unbanked, because this market is huge and more than 2 billion people, they don't have access to this today. The blockchain technology is the solution. This is what drives the demand. This is what people need. This is why this is the future. Then we're looking at remittances. As we said, people pay high fees to send or transfer money both in business and private. Now the blockchain will eliminate these transaction costs. As I said, between 80 to 110 billion US dollars can be saved by the blockchain and cryptocurrency and transaction fees over the next couple of years. And it's also about creating and offering a global currency to the world, accepted everywhere, accepted by merchants all over. It is a new payment solution, guys. Now, how can we accomplish this mission? Because it's a pretty good, big mission, isn't it? Now, first and foremost, it's about building a large network of users and owners. We need this in order to be able to attract merchants. This is what we will do. We will be attracting merchants with the volume of network because they look to acquire the business that we can provide. The more people that owns the coin, the higher the acceptance we get by it. The higher the acceptance amongst people, the more people using it, the higher the acceptance amongst merchants, because they will start accepting it because they know they can use it otherwise elsewhere. Now, the higher acceptance with merchants, the bigger usability of the coin will emerge. We will be able to use the Swiss coin for anything. Clothes, shoes, groceries, condos, cars, education, anything you can think of, you will be able to use the Swiss coin as. We're looking at becoming a new and a global currency. The higher the usability of the coin, the more we can use it, the higher the demand of the coin becomes. And the higher the demand, the higher the value. The higher the value, the more users want to come in. The more users want to come in, the more merchants want to come in. And the more merchants, the higher the usability. And so it goes on. Now, this is a part of the strategy we're using. We know how this works. We're not leaving anything to chance. Now, what are the keys to success in Swisscoin? Well, in my mind, it's three things. It's all about education, information, and knowledge. Because right now we do live in an age where information is everything, guys. Knowledge is your best asset to succeed. If you don't know, you actually take a decision to never act. If you knew, you might have done it differently. So make sure you educate yourselves on the benefits of the blockchain and the cryptocurrency. This in order to actually empower others with the same knowledge you have and build a sustainable business. Because the more you know, the more confident you will be. The more value you will be able to bring, the more success you will have. Build yourself an organization of miners from all over the world and always be the upline you want to have yourself. You will then be able to enjoy the success you have, and that Swisscoin will bring you. Now, we're looking at the Swisscoin Dubai convention in just 6 days. April 9th is when it all will happen. It will be at the Radisson Blu Hotel in Dubai, Deira Creek, and it will start at, I think it's 1:30 p.m. It's going to continue out all evening. Now, this is a milestone for us. This is huge. Now, this is actually where we're going to be able to be presented the blockchain itself. We're going to be presented all software tied to it, the external e-wallet. We're going to look at the first merchants actually accepting Swisscoin. There's a lot of things coming up. We're going to look at the launch of the website, and this is actually where you want to be. This is in order to actually bring this business to the next level. This is where everything becomes reality. So I'm looking forward to meet a lot of you guys there. The entire Swiss Dream Team leadership is actually going there, and I'm so much looking forward to meeting the leaders from all corners of the world. Now, we're going to start a short Q&A. I see there's a lot of questions coming in. I'm going to read through them. If there's anything you guys wonder, ask your question. I'm going to read them up, and I'm going to answer them. So yeah, I'm just going to read through them quickly and see what we have here. Now, Franco is asking, why is it taking more than 30 days for Swisscoin to pay out? Is Swisscoin forcing us? We entered into a contract and Swisscoin is not holding up its side. They say it's 7 to 10 days. Now, Franco, you need to understand that what's happened in the system needs to be completed and needs to be corrected in order for them to be actually releasing money out of the system. There was a lot of money, millions of dollars or euro created in the system and manipulated by these fake accounts, and they can't just release money because they will go bankruptcy. You must understand that. They need to actually clean the system and make sure that none of the accounts asking for a withdrawal has fake money or false commission or whatever in the system, and this is why it takes time. Now, they will announce very soon that they're about to be completing this process, and this is also a result of why accounts are being blocked. Now, a lot of accounts are being blocked when they try to withdraw or try to transfer funds, and this is actually as a security check for the accounts that has not yet been checked in the maintenance. Now, so all the accounts that hasn't been checked will be checked now over the coming period of 4 weeks. and they will be closed, and they will be reopened afterwards. So when this is done, all withdrawals will be released and everything will be running smoothly, and that's the only thing we're actually waiting for now. I know it's actually frustrating that you can't get the money out, but you also need to see this from the company side. It will be fixed, and it will be fixed soon, and at that time it will be better than anybody actually expected it to be. Now, Chinoso, from what I heard, it will be until the KYC issue is all resolved. Yeah, and this will all be resolved when the company has finalized that security check. Now, let's see what else we have here. If something is coming in. Wash of wet. I see there's a discussion going on about just that. I hope you guys got a few answers to it. Franco, you have nothing to be angry about. I understand the frustration. It's the same for everybody, but we need to actually support the company if we want to see a survival of it. Now, you need to, this is actually, I'm going to tell you guys something. This is one of, no, this is not one of, this is the best pre-market cryptocurrency that has ever been. We have had the most success of anybody, but it also means that the company has grew out of whatever thinkable result that they could have. Now, we are set up for a huge success. We cannot allow what happened with all these fake accounts to actually harm or to set a stop for the success we're set up to have. The company needs to actually do this. They need to actually fix the system, or fix and clean the system, in order for this to run smoothly, for us to have a functional business over the next 25, 50, 75 years. So as soon as this is done, all the accounts will be reopened. All the blocked accounts that are now closed, or withdrawals that are locked that hasn't been out, will be reopened and released. So nobody has anything to actually worry about. If you have a closed account, it will be opened again. All right, so is there any other questions coming in? If you have any questions and need a clarification on anything, let me know. Type it in the chat box. I'll read it up and I'll answer it. Let me see here. Her maintenance will be true after the event as they launch a new site. Correctly, we will launch a new site at the event. This is going to be awesome. I saw a preview of it 4 weeks ago, and it looked good already then. They've been tuning it and finalizing everything, and it's going to be awesome. Now, we don't want to speculate on any dates. Say after the event, from the 15th of April, for example. Now, don't speculate on any dates. They said approximately 4 weeks, approximately. So it could take less, it could take more. We just need to realize that they are actually fixing the system. And it doesn't say that no one is getting withdrawals. People are getting withdrawals. The companies paid out actually millions. But the thing is, it's delayed because each account who has asked for a withdrawal needs to go through a manual check to see that everything is correct. That's why it takes this time. All right. Why can't they issue us with an invoice so we can buy through our banks? And they say they won't allow us to buy without an invoice first. All right, so it's a question about having an invoice in order to be able to pay through the banks in South Africa. Now, we can look. I'm just thinking, actually. That's why I went quiet. But it shouldn't be a problem to fix an invoice, Franco. Let me talk to the company. I'm actually having a conference with them in 30 minutes. So let me talk to them about that at that time and see if they can make an invoice and put that up in the back office for everybody to download. So I'm sure we're going to find a solution for that, okay? All right, guys. If there's no other questions coming in, we're going to wrap it up for this time. We are close to Dubai. I'm thinking of maybe having one more session, or I think we're going to have a leaders conference. But I'm going to announce that into the groups. And let me see if one more came in. Why can't they issue us with an invoice? So same thing, yeah. All right, so I'm going to announce it to the groups. We're going to have a leadership conference. We're going to discuss and talk a little bit about creating demand, maintaining demand, and creating a sustainable market for cryptocurrency. Now, this is something you don't want to miss, so keep your eyes up. They will probably be on Wednesday. we'll see. We'll have a look and see at that. All right, guys. Wish you all a very pleasant evening. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys in Dubai on Sunday. Okay. Have a great evening. Bye bye.